I never believed in haunted houses. Not really. I used to think fear was something people created when they didn't have explanations yet. Old pipes, shifting wood, animals inside the walls. Everything had a reason. At least, that's what I told myself when I moved into the house. It was old, yes. Too old for its price. A detached house on the edge of town, surrounded by trees that blocked most of the sunlight. The kind of place where silence feels heavier than noise. The realtor avoided eye contact when I asked why it had been empty for so long. "The owners moved away," she said quickly. That should have been my first warning. The basement door was already there when I moved in. Thick wood, no handle on the outside, only a lock, rusted and scratched like someone had tried to force it open from the other side. I asked about it. The realtor shrugged and said it was just storage. "You won't need to go down there," she said. "Nobody ever does." The first night, I heard it. A low sound, barely noticeable, like something dragging across concrete. It came from beneath the floorboards, slow and uneven. I froze in bed, holding my breath, listening. The sound stopped. I waited. Nothing. I convinced myself it was the house settling. The second night, it came back. This time, it was clearer. 3 slow knocks, then silence, then something like breathing. Deep, wet, too close. I didn't sleep that night. By the third night, the sounds had a pattern. Always after 3 a.m., always from the basement, scratching, whispering. Sometimes a faint broken rhythm, like someone trying to speak but forgetting how language works. I told myself not to open the basement door. I told myself there was nothing down there worth seeing. Fear has a way of pretending it's logic. On the 5th night, I heard my name. Not clearly, not spoken, more like remembered. Like the sound was pulled from my own thoughts and pushed back at me from below the floor. I stood in front of the basement door for a long time, my hand hovering inches from the lock. The door vibrated slightly, as if something on the other side knew I was there. As if it was waiting. I didn't open it. The next morning, I found dirt on the kitchen floor. Wet footprints leading away from the basement door. Human-shaped, bare feet, too many toes. That's when I started recording at night. I set up a microphone near the basement door. The first playback almost made me throw up. What I heard wasn't random noise. It was movement, repetition, something pacing in circles. Sometimes it stopped directly beneath the door and stayed there, unmoving, for hours. One night, the recording caught words, not English, not any language I recognized. But the tone was familiar, begging, then laughing, then crying. The sounds never stopped after that. They grew louder, stronger. The house itself began to change. Walls creaked even when I wasn't moving. Doors opened on their own. The basement door started to smell like rotten iron. I tried calling the previous owners. No response. I tried the city records. The house had changed ownership too many times to count. Short stays, sudden departures. One owner was listed as deceased, but no cause of death was recorded. On the 12th night, the sounds came upstairs. Slow footsteps, wet, heavy, circling my bedroom door. I stayed perfectly still. I didn't breathe. I didn't blink. Something scratched the door from the outside. Not nails. Something harder. Something patient. Then it whispered my name again. This time clearly. I don't remember falling asleep. When I woke up, the basement door was open. I moved out that same day. I left everything behind. Clothes, furniture, memories. I didn't lock the door when I left. Sometimes, late at night, I still hear it. Not in my house, not in any house. Under the floor, beneath the silence, waiting.